yes, I was upset. Then my wife spoke to me and they said, Earl, she tried to convince me, whatever they want, try to support them. Then I went to his Golden Glove sites and I realized, this boy has potential. And from then on, it's nothing but support, 101% support.
Probably gonna get like 3 slices. 3 slices, 3 regular slices.
Next, please.
To stay. Yeah, so I'm over here at Originals Pizza. It's actually my first time. I drive past this all the time, but never been here. So this is officially like my last fat day.
1750.
Alright, cool. Alright, later. So just setting up the strength and conditioning with this guy. He lives here in Brooklyn or whatever, so he's like, working out a little deal with us. So, trying to get as much bang for your buck. Cause we're not millionaires yet, so we're trying to, maximize our potential and maximizing our pockets. So.
How much you weigh today?
Like today I weigh 212. And normally I walk around like about, the heaviest I ever usually get is at 200. But I went on vacation and I enjoyed it a little too much, as I should. Ate all the food out there and everything. I still worked out, but I ate more than I worked out. I'll get the weight off, there's no issue. It's just I'm a little heavier than my coach used to seeing me at this point in time, so he's like a little upset, but he be alright.
Let's go. Yes. That's what I want to say. What are we asking on that? Just tell me what you really want. It's no problem. Yes. Around.
Today's the first day of training camp, April 13th. So clearly I got a long way to go. We're gonna get it done though.
That's it, no more fucking around. This is fitness, bro. No more fucking around.
So like, today's the first day of camp, and we didn't go too hard today. We went like about like 70%, and we're gonna coast this week, and then next week is when my body's in full rhythm, then we start turning it up to like 150, and like get sparring in. But everything for a reason and for a greater purpose. So work hard, play harder later. Straight up. Water's your best friend.
I'm the mom you could hear in the back always screaming, JR, JR. I am extremely proud, and I see the work that he puts in. He trains hard. So when I see him winning and him being successful, I'm really proud. I see where he puts in a whole lot. He's dedicated and he takes his work seriously.
When he started boxing, to be honest, I wasn't even aware of it. I heard that he joined the gym, and it was held back from me for a while. I just assumed that he joined just a gym just to keep fit, because as a teenager he was on the plump side, of course, putting it mildly, and we got him involved in athletics, and I even set up a basketball court in the backyard for them to play basketball. You could see that he had it in him for sports and for contact sport, which is boxing. You could see they never shy away from contact. For JR, I don't see no way JR would be a 9-to-5 guy. It's not in his DNA.
Of strength and conditioning with the Greg. So right now he's gauging where I'm at.
1, 2, the bands are gonna be there. You're gonna do 10 seconds of punching, and then you're gonna do it again, okay? So stand up, 10 seconds of punching. 2, 3, 4, 5. Punch. 10, 9, 8, punch. Come on, Earl. Come on, Earl. Punch. Let's go. And let's go work.
That was fucking crazy.
Let's go work. Fast. Turn your hips. Yeah, baby. Come on. 5, 4. That's it. Turning your whole body over. Let's go. 4. Finish strong. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Time.
My last fight, a lot of things went wrong, a lot of things I needed to do that I wasn't doing. So I'm here making sure I make the necessary preparations for it, because they ain't happening again. Last fight I took my first loss. I fought in Vegas against one of Floyd's fighters, and Floyd was giving him instructions in the corner too. So that was a little unfair. Nah, but all in all though, took it as a good learning experience, and just regroup, refocus, and just come back and dominate how I used to do.
My name is Greg Cirillo. I'm the trainer at the Notorious Boxing Club. Basically what we're doing is, my saying is, anything you're going to experience in the ring, you're going to experience in training first. And we're putting them through some really challenging elite training. And when you put the work in like this, coupled with a skill set, there's no reason why he won't be able to dominate. I got a good feeling. I think you're going to kill it.
Appreciate it.
You feel good?
Yes, sir. Feel good, man.
You understand what we did a little bit?
Of course, man. Yeah, I got you. Thank you, bro.
I'm going to give you that card. You go over the front.
Yeah. Hey.
What's up, baby?
Congrats on the fight, man. I saw you, man.
His dad and I, we had plans for him to go to college and stuff like that, into education. So when I heard about boxing, I was like, I'm not having it, no way. But he was persistent. At one point, I even told him if he wasn't in college, he had to leave the house. You can't stay here. And I think he actually left for like a couple of hours. And when I realized, I said, nah, it's not that serious. So we decided whatever he wanted as parents, even though this boxing is not what we wanted, we're just gonna have to support him. And we've been supporting him since.
Yeah, what's up? I'm like right here by Giselle cribs. I'm about to be on my way home now. Yeah, I just got some stewed chicken, but this isn't this is actually from a halal place. We call this basically sugar water, you know what I'm saying? Like it's lime and brown sugar, and that's it. It's like a little late night snack I get from the Korean store. But I usually get like about a few packages of ground turkey, a lot of packages of salmon, mixed veggies, kale, spinach, And also, definitely, I drink at least a gallon of water a day. I have to. That helps to make sure your body's hydrated, and that, you know, whenever you're having to shed the weight, all that excess water just comes just dropping out your body. So you kind of like trick your body in a way to thinking that when it's getting all this excess water, when you release it, it's gonna get that water back. So it pushes out more water than usual. So that's a little science. These tournaments here, like these, everything here on the wall, like these hold some sentimental value to me or whatever. So there's a tournament in New York City called the Golden Gloves. This is 2013. I had finally won it. Then after that, I represented America in the World Golden Gloves tournament. You know, I fought Puerto Rico, Ireland, Mexico, and another country. I forgot. And like, you know, I came and I won that tournament also. I went to California, won the next tournament, the National PALs. So I was just running through everything 2013, 2014. But definitely the most important ones to me is definitely the National Golden Gloves and, like, you know, the Golden Glove chain, because those are things that at first that's what I really knew. That's all I wanted. That's what everybody wanted. And I trained so hard for that. And when I finally got that, it opened up everything else for me. And you know, this tournament here was the NYABC, you know, the most outstanding boxer of the tournament. You know, so for me to be the #1 fighter throughout all the winners, like, you know, that was really good accomplishment. I even used to train on the Olympic facility out in Colorado and in Lake Placid, upstate New York. You know, so I got my credentials from that. Definitely, this is like my first ever amateur fight back in 2009. You know, and I knocked the dude out in the second round, and I didn't even know I knocked him out. Like, I hit him, and I looked at him at the ground. I'm like, oh, I won. This, you know, I'm still looking for that that defining moment for myself to make me feel like, you know, okay, you done good for yourself. So I guess that's where my motivation comes from, to get up early every day and bust my ass, because I'm still looking for, you know, something to finally say I've done good within myself.
Wipe them out.
Okay, I've had heart disease for a while. I've known since I was like 15, and so it's been with me practically basically all my life. A whole bunch of heart issues. Like 2 weeks ago, I just had like a cardio ablation because my heart was acting up again. It was fluttering. So it's been a challenge, but with my family support, you know, we've been able to hang in there and to get through it. You know, I still work, I play a lot, and I laugh a lot, and that is what, you know, gets me through. And of course, my faith in God, you know, that is what gets me through this.
Yeah, so my mom's, man, like, you know, some days, like, I'll say out of 10 days, we'll say, like, you know, she's good 9 times out of 10, but the 1 out of 10 that she isn't, you know, most times she has to be hospitalized or whatever. So, like, she has a heart condition. She had 2 major valves, you know, replacing the heart back in 2008. She can't eat too many greens because that thickens her blood, and the medication she's on thins it out in order to prevent blood clotting. So, you know, there's like little complications here and there or whatever. So we just try to situate it. And it'd be so random, like, you know, she'd be here laughing, playing, the next thing you know, we have to call the ambulance or take her to, like, you know, one of the hospitals that she likes to go to, because they have, like, you know, really good heart care, or even one of the doctors that performed her open heart surgery. So, like, you know, it's scary because each situation could be the last one, you know what I'm saying? So in a bad way, as this might sound wrong, I'm ready for a not so happy phone call about my mother.
there was a time in our lives when we were going through like some very troubling stuff, and music is what got us through that. So music for us has always been therapy, and maybe not for Earl, but then he realized that when he played that I would do so much better. You know, I was sick at one point. I had open heart surgery, and music is what got me through that. So they have learned that, you know, Mom loved music, and every now and then it would be like a treat for me, so they'll play, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah, so I was asleep. Actually, I had trained earlier in the daytime. I was asleep. I woke up. I saw like 3 calls from my manager and 2 from my coach. So I call my manager back, and I'm like, "Yo, Brad, what's going on?" He's like, "Yo, you're on for May 26th and everything." So I'm like, "All right, cool." My baby shower was gonna be May 26th, but you know, I had to go situate that. To me, it's just another fight. I just gotta go in there and do what I gotta do, and then just be on to the next one. So I'm focusing up on Steve Lovett for May 26th. After I get him out the way, I'll go enjoy my baby shower. Straight up like that.
I told my eyes to be patient while me go get it. I swear I'm so in love with the money, I'm committed. OG told me stay down, stack that paper, I listen. OG told me stay down, stack that paper, you think I didn't? R.I.P. grandma, look at your grandson. We only wanted a couple million, that song. Handsome, kidnap the rapper for ransom. Who wants some? Bet I be that boy they ran from. They don't want none, wait before the deal.